Rainbow Connections is a peer-led support group through Self-Help Alliance, and it's specifically for people under the LGBTQ spectrum. I wouldn't say it's a complete substitute for hospital or other community organizations, but it kind of works more at the grassroots level of how can people help other people going through the same things. And I think it's very valuable. I think sometimes it's better to talk to somebody who's going through what you're going through as opposed to somebody who went to school for 10 years and thinks they know all about you. That's a huge value to have, and I think it's great for people's self-esteem to know that they're not alone in going through mental health struggles, that depression and anxiety are not rare diseases, they're common, and I think there are things you can learn from other people going through the same struggles as you. Especially if you're going through a lifelong struggle, it's about learning how to cope. It's almost like running a marathon. So I think that that's just a huge asset to this community, and it's a huge asset to anyone in the community who has mental illness and is feeling alone with it and having a hard time coping. LGBT people tend to struggle much more with their mental health statistically than just the average population. We have higher rates of suicide, especially the trans population has huge rates of suicide. Over 50% of us have seriously thought or attempted to end our lives. So I think it's really invaluable to have a place to go where you know you're not alone. I think it can be very isolating, especially as a trans person myself. That's what I can speak to. Going through transition and not having anyone to talk to about it and feeling like a freak. But when you go and you see other people are experiencing the same things that you are and you can get advice from them, that's just huge. It's been night and day for me and my own mental health to be able, especially other LGBT people who have mental health diagnoses, so you don't feel so stigmatized anymore. It's just, I think it's great. And there's new kind of offshoots coming out from it. There's a coming out group, there's a youth group that are going to be starting, and that's great for just having an avenue to learn how to come out and how to deal with being part of this community and not letting it break you. Having some resources to help you get through it. I'm really excited for that, and I love being part of the Rainbow Connections community. It's good to know that people actually care about me and that I'm not just a throwaway in this world. You know, I've gone through my fair share of struggles being a trans person in this world, and I think sometimes you just need to hear other people validate that for you. And I feel like there are people who have my back there, and that's a huge asset to me. It's a huge part of my life now.